The universe doesn't make loud announcements. It doesn't scream for attention or try to prove anything. It moves quietly, with perfect timing, making small but powerful adjustments when they're needed. Everything is connected by a balance, whether people realize it or not. No matter what someone believes, the laws of the universe still work the same. You can't try to throw darkness at someone walking in the light without eventually losing your own way. And the ones who set traps for you, they're the ones stuck in them now. If you are someone the universe chose, you don't just survive the attacks and the betrayals, you grow stronger because of them. You become something even more powerful. The ones who whispered behind your back, the ones who hoped you would fail, they all forgot one thing: the universe never forgets. It sees everything. It moves when it's time, and when it does, it clears your path without you even having to lift a finger. It answers your struggles louder than any speech could. It shows everyone who you are without you ever needing to explain. Remember this deep in your heart. Your shine was created through hard times. Your calmness became sharper because of the noise thrown at you. The ones who couldn't stop talking about you, the ones obsessed with seeing you fall, they ended up punishing themselves. Because real power doesn't have to be loud. True strength lingers. It's the quiet kind of energy that changes the world without needing to say much. If you're one of those rare souls who survived the storm and didn't lose yourself, this space is for you. This moment, this feeling, you earned it. Like this message, subscribe to this energy. We're going deeper into presence, power, and the kind of growth that keeps people who doubted you wide awake at night. Your rise isn't something that's coming soon. It's already here. The shift has already begun. And even if the people around you can't fully understand it, they can feel it. Your energy is speaking louder than any words ever could. Your silence weighs more than their noise. Everything around you is starting to rearrange itself. Doors are opening that you can't yet see. Good things are being pulled toward you because you have aligned yourself with something bigger than the people who tried to stop you. Before we move even deeper into this transformation, take a moment to lock this truth into your spirit. Hit that like button to claim this shift inside you. Subscribe so this energy can reach more chosen souls like you. And if you really feel it, drop 99 in the comments to send a wave of confirmation through this message. This is not just another post you scroll past. This is a sign, a reminder, a confirmation. Stay with this feeling until the very end, because the glow up they tried to stop is already happening, and they won't be able to deny it for much longer. There was a time when you felt you had to shrink. You didn't want to make others uncomfortable with your shine. Maybe you didn't fully know your own power yet. But now, things are different. Your energy has changed. Now, when you walk into a room, the air shifts. Conversations slow down. People notice you, even if they can't explain why. It's not your clothes. It's not your looks. It's something deeper. It's your energy arriving before you do, claiming its space like it was always meant to be there. You no longer need to announce yourself. You don't need to shout for attention. Your spirit is enough. You carry a kind of silent strength that demands respect without asking for it. Others may try to copy your style, your words, or your actions, but they can never copy your energy. Because your true power isn't on the surface. It's woven into who you are. You are a walking contradiction in the best way. Calm but commanding. Quiet but unforgettable. You're not trying to be seen. You just can't help but stand out anymore. You carry the weight of every battle you survived. Every scar has been turned into light. Every loss has been turned into strength. That's why your silence speaks louder than their noise. That's why your calm unsettles people who are still hiding behind masks. Some people feel uncomfortable around you now, and they might not even know why. It's because your realness highlights everything they're still hiding. You show up raw, without pretending, in a world that's drowning in filters and fake smiles. And that scares them. But here's what they don't know. Your magnetic energy wasn't something you bought, borrowed, or copied. It was built in private, in painful moments, in the lonely places where nobody was watching. That's why it can't be faked or stolen. That's why it haunts the ones who tried to doubt you. You don't walk into rooms needing attention anymore. You walk in knowing exactly who you are. And that, in itself, commands more respect than anything you could ever say. You're not trying to shine brighter than anyone else. You're just refusing to dim anymore. That's why the ones who tried to ignore you can't stop noticing you now. You've stopped following the crowd, and it shows. You've become dangerous to the system that wants everyone to blend in and follow the rules without question. While others chase every trend, trying desperately to stay relevant, you are doing something far more powerful. You are showing up as yourself. And nothing shakes a broken world more than someone who refuses to wear a mask. You don't scream for attention. You don't jump on every new wave. You stand firm. You walk your path, whether anyone applauds or not. And because of that, you have become magnetic without even trying. Others don't know why they're drawn to you. They just know they are. While they exhaust themselves trying to fit in, you become unforgettable by daring to stand alone. You are not attractive just because of how you look. You are attractive because you are real in a world where realness is disappearing. Your very existence gives other people silent permission to be themselves, even if they're too afraid to admit it. You're not rebelling. You're not trying to be different for the sake of it. You're simply being real. And in a world terrified of truth, that's the most powerful thing you can be. Your intuition is sharper than ever now, too. You don't need people to explain themselves. You can read the room without a word being spoken. You feel energy. You pick up on what's hidden under the surface. Someone could smile at you, but you would still hear the fear trembling behind that smile. They could act strong, but you would still sense the insecurity leaking out from the edges. It's not luck. It's not a trick. It's part of your design. You weren't meant to live on the surface of things. You were built for depth. That's why people open up to you without understanding why. That's why even the ones who don't like you end up softening in your presence. You see them even when they try to hide. And what's even more powerful, you don't use their vulnerability against them. You don't manipulate. You simply understand. And that makes you unforgettable. You notice everything, even the things people are too scared to admit out loud. And you hold that knowledge quietly, respectfully. This quiet understanding is your superpower. It's why people feel exposed but safe around you. Seen but not judged. Vulnerable but protected. And that feeling will stay with them long after you're gone. Your energy has changed so much now that you don't even need to explain your boundaries. You don't need to tell people what you will or won't accept. They feel it the moment they step into your space. There's an invisible wall around you now, not made of anger or fear, but made of self-respect. People tread carefully around you because they can sense it. They can feel that you are no longer the person who would tolerate disrespect just to keep the peace. You no longer chase validation. You no longer need to be understood by everyone. You draw clear lines without raising your voice. You no longer explain yourself to people who don't deserve access to your energy. And because of that, you have stepped into a new kind of power. The kind that doesn't have to shout to be heard. The kind that changes rooms without speaking. You didn't go through all that pain, all that growth, just to blend in with the crowd. You came to shift the atmosphere. To be the reason the energy in the room changes. To be a reminder that realness still exists. Your rise is not up for debate anymore. It's happening right now. And even if the ones around you can't find the words to describe it, they can feel it. You have become the force they will never forget. Because you didn't just survive the storm. You became it. You have grown so strong that nothing can easily shake you anymore. You have become so clear about who you are and what you deserve that no one can easily trick or control you like before. The funny part is, some people now call you cold, distant, or say you have changed. What they don't realize is that they are simply feeling the effects of the boundaries you have finally set, the walls you have built to protect your peace. These are the same people who once had easy access to you, who once could control you without much effort. But now they feel uncomfortable because you are no longer the same. Let them talk. Let them wonder. You don't have to explain yourself to anyone. The truth is, real strength doesn't have to scream or demand attention. It speaks quietly through your presence. Your energy already says everything it needs to. It says, "You can no longer move me." This silent strength confuses those who are used to drama, arguments, and chaos. They can't argue with it. They can't make you feel guilty. They can't manipulate it. So eventually, they leave. Not because you pushed them away, but because you simply stopped allowing the energy that once drained you. Your soul has built walls not to keep out love, but to protect it, and now only those who are worthy can come close. You are not hard-hearted, you are sacred. You are a place of peace now, and that peace draws the right people toward you while it drives the wrong ones away. The amazing thing is that your attractiveness has only grown. People feel the difference even if they can't put it into words. They are drawn to your quiet, steady presence. Your silence isn't weakness, it's a choice. Your calm isn't laziness, it's focused, controlled power. Every time you choose to enforce your boundaries without saying a word, the universe supports you by sending better people, better opportunities, and a clearer path. So, let them feel the distance. Let them feel uncomfortable. That distance is the new respect they must learn if they want to stay in your life. True transformation doesn't need to be shown off or shouted about. You didn't need to change your looks, hire a stylist, or chase the latest trends to glow differently. Something inside you shifted, and it shows on the outside. Your eyes carry deeper emotions now. Your body moves with a grace that can't be forced. Your very presence feels powerful, as if something ancient and strong has awakened inside you. That's the real glow up. Not a change in appearance, but a deep spiritual, mental, and emotional growth that no one can deny. The strength people see in you is the light of all the battles you survived quietly, without anyone even knowing. You didn't just survive, you grew stronger, wiser, and more at peace. You evolved while no one was watching, and now you enter rooms differently. Your energy walks ahead of you and demands respect without a single word. Your skin shows calmness. Your eyes speak stories of struggles won. Your steps show confidence born from endurance. You're not pretending to be strong. You are strong naturally, without trying to be. People may comment that you seem different, but what they are really sensing is that you have changed from the inside out. They can feel your power even if they don't understand it. And the sweetest part? While they wasted time laughing at you, doubting you, gossiping about you, you stayed focused. You didn't fight back. You didn't beg. You simply aligned yourself with your higher purpose. And now, without doing anything extra, you have become a mirror. Your success, your peace, your glow, all of it silently reflects their own weaknesses back to them. Without you even trying, you show them everything they tried to hide from themselves. You didn't seek revenge, you sought healing. And healing made you unstoppable. Now, without speaking, you make people question their own lives. You didn't chase beauty, you chased truth. And the result is a kind of deep beauty that can't be faked, copied, or bought. It's real, and that's what makes it so unforgettable. You have also learned something powerful. Healing doesn't always need words. Sometimes your presence is enough. Being near you makes people feel safer, lighter, more open, and they don't even know why. You don't have to say much. You just are. You listen deeply. You feel what others are too scared to say out loud. You don't react wildly. You observe calmly. You aren't rushing to be heard. You're offering a rare gift, real presence. When you lock eyes with someone, they feel seen in ways they never have before. You don't just hear what people say. You sense the things they try to hide. Your energy works at an emotional level that most people can't even reach. That's why fake people feel uncomfortable around you, and broken people feel safe with you. Your empathy isn't an act. It's not something you learned. It's real, it's deep, and it's natural. In a world full of people pretending, your sincerity is like oxygen. That's why strangers tell you their life stories without understanding why. That's why friends suddenly open up about things they swore they'd never share. Your empathy invites honesty. Your soul says, it's okay to be real here. And while they may never admit it, being around you shows people just how unsafe and unheard they feel with others. Your warmth quietly exposes the coldness of the world. That's your real superpower. Don't ever mistake your softness for weakness. Your empathy is your edge. It's what makes you unforgettable. Another thing you've learned is this: you don't need to compete with anyone. While everyone else races around trying to be noticed, you are building quietly. While they try to outshine each other, you are creating something unique, something they won't even understand until it's too late. You're not desperate for attention because you're too busy following your own calling. Competition makes people loud, anxious, always looking sideways. But creation, real creation, is quiet, strong, and focused. You don't need to show off because your work speaks for you. You don't need to outdo anyone because your destiny has no competition. And every time someone tries to compete with you, they realize they're running alone because you're not even on the track. You're somewhere else entirely, building your own lane. Your calmness threatens those who need constant drama. Your detachment shakes those who survive on attention. Your discipline reminds others of how much they're lacking in their own lives. And that's why your glow feels so different. It's not fake. It's not forced. It's not cosmetic. It's cosmic. You are the blueprint for quiet, lasting power. Lastly, the depth you carry inside you makes people stop and think without you even trying. You don't have to speak loudly to get attention. Your quiet presence already changes the room. Your intensity isn't harsh or aggressive. It's deep, steady, and undeniable. Your focus, your stillness, your refusal to be caught up in shallow distractions, all of it forces people to look at themselves. Just by being near you, people start to feel the weight of their own wasted time, meaningless relationships, and empty goals. You don't need to point it out. Your existence reminds them. And even when you leave, your energy stays behind. It lingers in their minds, forcing them to rethink their choices. Not because you judged them, but because you showed them, simply by being yourself, that there is more to life than noise, competition, and pretending. You didn't come here to fit in. You came here to awaken others, even if it's uncomfortable for them. And you are doing exactly that. Quietly, powerfully, unforgettably. You didn't come here to impress people. You came to live in alignment with who you really are. That fire inside you, that energy you carry, is too strong for people to handle casually. It shakes them. It challenges them. It makes them question if they are even living with real purpose. Some people admire you for it. Some people stay away. But whether they love you or not, they feel your presence. They call you mysterious. They say you're too serious. But the truth is, they're sensing something in you they don't understand. You're deeply connected to something real, something powerful, something they can't see. You're not chasing likes, followers, or attention. You're anchored to something deeper, something solid inside yourself. And that scares people who rely on the outside world to feel good about themselves. The funny thing is, the people who criticize you are the same ones who wish they had what you have. They envy the way you move, the way you carry yourself, the silent strength you show without even trying. You don't have to say much. You don't have to push your ideas onto anyone. You just live your truth. And that's enough to change how people see the world. That's why you are unforgettable. People remember how different the room felt when you entered. They may not understand why, but they can't forget it. You are different because you have reconnected with something most people have lost. Nature itself speaks to you. There's a reason why people are drawn to you but can't explain it. It's not about your looks, your clothes, or even your words. It's something much older, something timeless. People like you move to a rhythm that most others forgot a long time ago. While everyone else rushes through life, glued to their phones, busy chasing meaningless goals, you notice the little things. You feel the soft pull of the wind. You sense the quiet between your thoughts. You see patterns that others think are just random events. You don't just live. You align yourself with the invisible forces that shape life itself. When you enter a room, something shifts. There's a quiet pause, a feeling that something powerful just arrived. People don't have the words for it, so they call it strange, intense, or deep. But what they're really feeling is your connection to something sacred. You haven't disconnected from life the way they have. While they chase thrills, distractions, and fake goals, you walk with awareness. You notice signs, special numbers, moments of perfect timing, unexpected meetings that feel too perfect to be accidents. These aren't coincidences. This is what happens when you live in harmony with the deeper flow of life. Your calmness unsettles people. Your presence reminds them of how far they've drifted from themselves. They wonder how you stay so grounded when life is so chaotic. They can't understand how you seem to see through problems they can't even explain. But for you, it's simple. You listen. You pay attention to the things the noisy world drowns out. You trust your instincts. You follow the quiet pull of nature. You didn't force this connection. It chose you. And now you carry a glow that can't be copied or faked. It's ancient and it's real. This deep strength inside you comes from what you have survived. Your resilience is what makes you unshakable. People might not know all you've been through, but they can feel it. While others fall apart under the slightest pressure, you have carried heavy storms inside you and kept moving forward. You don't just survive challenges, you grow stronger because of them. Life tried to burn you many times, but instead of being destroyed, you became the flame. You took your pain and turned it into power. That's why people are drawn to you. That's why they stare. There's a silent force in you that doesn't need to shout to be seen. You walk like someone who has been through the worst and decided to rise anyway. And that kind of energy, that quiet confidence, is rare and magnetic. The ones who doubted you, the ones who tried to bring you down, now look to you for strength. Because when chaos comes, you don't panic. You don't fall apart. You stay calm, grounded, untouchable. Your power isn't in loud reactions. It's in your quiet control. You don't need to brag about your journey. Your life shows it. Your strength terrifies those who thought you would never make it. You are not strong because you were never hurt. You are strong because nothing could keep you down for long. And that kind of strength cannot be stolen or faked. One of your greatest powers is your ability to forgive. Forgiveness confuses and defeats those who tried to hurt you. They expected you to seek revenge, to stay bitter forever. They wanted you trapped in anger. But instead, you let go. Not because you forgot, not because you agreed with what they did, but because you refused to let their actions control your future. You realize that carrying hate only slows down your rise. Forgiveness, for you, is not weakness. It's wisdom. It's a powerful decision to free yourself. When you forgive, you don't excuse what they did. You escape the pain they tried to leave you with. And that freedom is what haunts them. They wanted you stuck in the same pain they caused. But by forgiving, you rose above the battlefield. You didn't fight back because you outgrew the fight. Now they are left in confusion, realizing they lost a battle you refused to even engage in. Your peace is your greatest weapon. It terrifies people who try to hurt you because it shows them they never had real power over you. They watch you glow, stronger and happier than ever, while they are still stuck in their bitterness. You didn't let go because it was easy. You let go because your destiny was too important to waste on revenge. And now, your healing shines so brightly it can't be ignored. You learned an important truth. Chasing revenge makes you small. Chasing growth makes you unstoppable. You didn't heal because they deserved it. You healed because you did. You also understand that chasing popularity is a dead end. While others lose themselves trying to be liked, you stay focused on your true purpose. They seek applause. You seek alignment. That's why their fame fades, while your glow grows stronger. You don't bend for attention. You don't change yourself for approval. You walk your own path, even when no one is clapping. Your journey doesn't need to make sense to everyone. It's not supposed to. You're building a life based on a blueprint they can't see. While they chase fast success, you are building something eternal. The more you ignore the noise of the crowd, the more magnetic you become. People feel something different when they're around you, even if they can't explain it. That's the power of living with intention. It's rare. It's powerful. It makes people wonder about their own lives. Your discipline speaks louder than their trends. Your silence carries more power than their words. You don't need to announce your growth. Your energy reveals it without you saying a thing. In a world desperate for attention, your quiet strength is intoxicating. You're attractive not just because of how you look, but because of how you move with purpose, with focus, with a steady fire that doesn't need approval to burn bright. That kind of energy wakes people up. Some will admire you. Some will fear you. But no one can ignore you. You remind people of what they lost, their sense of meaning, their true self. That's why some will want to walk with you, and others will try to tear you down. Either way, you keep moving forward. You're not chasing the crowd. You're leading the way ahead of it. You were never meant to fit in. You were born to stand out. Your light isn't something everyone will understand, and that's okay. It's not meant for everyone. It's meant for you to embody fully. The more you walk in alignment with who you truly are, the more unstoppable you become. You are not here to blend in with a lost world. You are here to be a living reminder of what real purpose, real strength, and real connection look like. If this message touched your spirit, stay true to your path. The world needs more souls like yours, not to conform, but to awaken what has been forgotten. Your transformation is just beginning.